Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. And this week, we're doing our best Pleasant Kenobi impression in Modern. Well, Pleasant Kenobi with a much more majestic beard, of course. And by this I mean we are cursing a lot, over and over and over again. Shh, don't tell my mother. With a deck I'm calling Resurgent Curses that isn't just looking to slowly cast curses one by one, but to reanimate a whole bunch of curses at once with Resurgent Belief. So what's the odds of winning with a Curse Reanimator deck in Modern? Let's talk about the deck, jump into some games, and find out. All right, so here is our ridiculously weird, spicy Resurgent Curses deck. And the plan of this deck is pretty sweet. Rather than casting our somewhat expensive curses one by one, we are trying to get them all into play at once with Resurgent Belief, which, when it resolves, reanimates all the enchantments in our graveyard. We can't suspend it, but we got some other ways to cheat it into play, which we'll get to in a minute. So what we want to do with this deck is on the early turns, Satyr Wayfinder, Commune with the Gods, Glimpse the Unthinkable to fill our graveyard with curses at lightning speed, and then, hopefully on like turn 3, turn 4, either suspend Resurgent Belief, which, compared to some of the other no mana cost suspend cards, actually comes off suspend pretty quickly. It's only 2 to suspend, only suspends for 2 turns, so it actually is practical to play this one fairly, quote unquote. We also have As Foretold to cast it immediately. Finale of Promise allows us to mill over Resurgent Belief and cast it from our graveyard. And then ideally we'll be getting back a ridiculous number of curses all at once. We can play it fairly as well. Our 1/4 of curse in the deck is Curse of Misfortunes, which tutors out a curse every single turn and puts it on the player that it's cursing. It is 5 mana, so it's not a super fast plan, but this is our backup plan. If the graveyard gets shut down or something, we can just cast Curse of Misfortunes, tutor up curses, and try to win it fairly, but it's much more explosive. We can use Resurgent Belief to get them all into play at once. As far as killing our opponent, we got a curse plan. Curse of Thirst deals damage equal to the number of curses on the enchanted player at their upkeep. So hopefully we can get like 5 or 10 curses on the battlefield and deal a ton of damage to our opponent. We have Curse of Bloodletting, which doubles that damage. So with 10 curses, Curse of Thirst, Curse of Bloodletting, that's a combo kill essentially. We reanimate them all and just kill our opponent one shot on their next upkeep. Cruel Reality makes our opponent lose life and sack creatures. Tormented Scarabs may be our worst curse, but still makes our opponent sack or discard or lose a little bit of life, like a very powered down, very small Cruel Reality. We also have some good defensive curses. Overwhelming Splendor and Curse of Deathhold is a creature lock. Overwhelming Splendor makes all our opponent's stuff 1/1s. Curse of Deathhold gives all their creatures -1/-1, so it just locks creatures out of the game. Curse of Silence, good at naming like counter spells, other things that could interact with us. Curse of Echoes, kind of hilarious. We enchant our opponent whenever they cast an instant sorcery, we get to copy it. This is really good tech against counter spells. We get this down, our opponent goes to counterspell or Resurgent Belief, we get a copy of the counterspell, we can counterspell back the counterspell and resolve our Resurgent Belief. We can also just copy lightning bolts and discard spells or storm spells, whatever, anything our opponent has we get a copy of. We also have Curse of Surveillance for card advantage that works with our 1 Solitary Confinement. Solitary Confinement basically just keeps us alive forever. We can't take damage. We have Shroud. The problem is it makes us discard a card and skip our draw step. Well, if we get a few curses and Curse of Surveillance, we're going to be drawing many cards each turn, so we can keep the Solitary Confinement around for quite a while we set up the Curse Damage Drain double damage combo kill. We also have Sterling Grove to tutor up Curse of Misfortune mostly and also protect our curses. Mana base, pretty wild, lots of fetches, lots of shocks, a mana confluence basics. We got some tough mana costs in this deck. We have Glimpse the Unthinkable, a Dimir card on turn 2. So we need blue-black on turn 2, and then we want to be able to cast Finale on like turn 3 or turn 4, which takes double red. So all the fetch lands hopefully get us the mana we need. The sideboard really straightforward. Seal of Primordium to deal with graveyard hate, Leyline of Sanctity to protect us from discard, Veil of Summer to protect us from counters, Leyline of the Void to fight graveyard decks, and that is Resurgent Curses for Modern. That's our Against Odds deck for this week, so let's jump into some games, see if this really janky, really crazy, reanimate the curses all at once, hopefully win the game on the spot plan can work. Thanks for watching, I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap up. Need some new Innistrad Midnight Hunt cards? Well, you can order them now from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, by heading over to cardkingdom.com. Against the Odds time, we are cursing we are cursing in Modern, and well, we'll see. We got the Resurgent Belief. We have the ability to cast it. We would rather have this Overwhelming Splendor being milled in our graveyard, but we got a Satyr Wayfinder to fill the graveyard. We'll give this a go. We'll give it a shot and see. Could work. I think there's a chance. Hopefully the Satyr Wayfinder is kind and mills some good curses into the graveyard for us. Eldrazi Temple, sure. Well, what it fails? Go. Better not be another Eldrazi temple. Opponent rolled the natural 20. Thankfully, they're only using it to cast a Mind Stone at the moment. We will grab a Breeding Pool tapped. Untap. Windswept Teeth. Crack. Windswept Teeth. Get a, it's like a forest. Satyr Wayfinder. Start the milling. Commune with Gods is not bad. Mill some good enchantments, please. Some curses, perhaps. Well, 2 Curse of Misfortunes. All right. Or no, Curse of Misfortune, Curse of Death is sold. Okay. Well, we'll see what our opponent does. They have a lot of mana for Eldrazi. Expedition map. Do we just have to go for it? Opponent passes. Oh, this is tough. So we would like to wait another turn. But if we wait another turn, bad things could happen. I'm worried about Karn for graveyard hate, primarily. That's what I'm really afraid of. It's so much better if we can commune, though, and get more cards in our graveyard. They could also draw... Yeah, I think we just got to do it. Ugh, all right. Well... Slightly disappointed, but that's fine. That's fine. Would like to wait another turn, but I just don't think we can risk it. So untap land, as foretold. There are just too many things that can go wrong if we wait. Chalice of the Void, Karn, Thought Not Seer, like half of our opponent's deck is a blowout here. And while Curse of Deathhold and Curse of Misfortune is not 100% a win, it's still good. Is it enough? We're gonna find out. Opponent's gonna have a lot of mana. The good news is we do have Curse of Misfortune, which is our, if we can only get back 1 curse, Curse of Misfortune is the curse we want, because that gets, oh my god. Okay. Well, there's a tiny bit of good news, which is we do have this finale promise. All those things I was just talking about that could go wrong can still go wrong. However, if they don't go wrong, next turn we can commune with the gods, finale back Resurgent Belief, and try one more time about it. Wow, Warping Whale. That got us real good. All right, opponent. What do you got? Please not graveyard hate, please not chalice. Karn. Okay, do they have a land? Oh, they can probably get Tormod's Crypt. Ugh. Well, that's what we were trying to play around, but we couldn't get around the Warping Whale. Opponent, gonna take down. Is it Tormod's Crypt? I guess Chalice is also pretty annoying. Gonna have to do it the much harder way. Wow, that was so close to what we wanted. Opponent. Thinking. I mean, it's gotta be Chalice or Tormod's Crypt. I can't imagine it is anything else. Ratchet. Okay. On second thought, life is wonderful. Ratchet Bomb. That is not what I was expecting. All right. We got a shot. Wow, Ratchet. Oh, I am stunned. I'm literally stunned. All right, so we will commune with the gods. We will say no. Put them all in the graveyard. Mana Confluence. Finale. Flashback. Resurgent Belief. Are we doing it? Okay, finale promise. Yes, we will cast Resurgent Belief. Can't believe we got a chance to do this, but Resurgent Belief. Opponent stepped out. This time it should work. We will name Ratchet Bomb. Actually, I don't even know if we care about Ratchet Bomb. Let's name All Is Dust. Attach everything to our opponent. Go to combat, hit the card. All right, well, we'll see. Karn down to 2. Let's see it. Let's see what you got. So we get to tutor out another curse next turn. This might be enough. Big egg. I mean, that did kind of work, sorta-ish. Not as spectacular as we'd have liked, but spectacular enough. Especially like the Curse of Misfortunes is just huge. We really want the Curse of Misfortunes. That's the key card, because that can get any of our curses. Unfortunately, you can't get Overwhelming Splendor. That would have been the best curse to get here, but about it. Eldrazi time. Okay, Reality Smasher, sure. Only a 4/4, thankfully. So what's our best curse to get? That's the question. Wow, gonna cash in the Karn. Oh man, if we could only get the Overwhelming Splendor, we'd be great. Gets the Tormod's Grip. Well, I am literally shocked our opponent got Ratchet Bomb last turn. If they had this as an option, wow, that is one of the most surprising lines I've seen in a long time. They could have gotten the Tormod's Grip and they went with Ratchet Bomb. All right, well, that works out for us. We will accept that. I mean, there's still a question as to whether we can get it the right curse to guarantee that we win here. All right, down to 10. So we take up the As Foretold. We get Curse of Misfortune. What is our best curse? It would be Overwhelming Splendor if it was in our deck. So this makes our opponent sack a creature, right? Probably Cruel Reality. Yeah, let's go with Cruel Reality. To get rid of the Reality Smasher. Sterling Grove. For free. Oh, it'd be sweet if we could get down the other Curse of Misfortune, but we gotta wait one more turn. Get in, hit ya. Pass the turn. Opponent, out of here. Reality Smasher. None of that. Okay, yeah, that's good. If we get one more land, we can actually play the second Curse of Misfortune. Is our opponent passing? Are they passing? Are we gonna win this? Is this happening? Resurgent Curses? I think we might be doing it. Wow, we're gonna beat a double Eldrazi Temple draw, I think. That does not usually happen. If your opponent just has double Eldrazi Temple on turn 2, it usually goes really badly, but it's working out. Cracking the map, sure. I assume it's just a Tron land. I guess they could try to go Blast Zone, but that is going to take for... Okay, another Eldrazi Temple. Eldrazi Temple number 3. Wouldn't mind just drawing a land here. A land would be pretty sweet. All right, Ratchet Bomb, sure. So I can get rid of stuff eventually, but it's going to take a minute. Taking up the Ratchet Bomb, sure. Opponent passes. Well, tick up. Tutor or Curse of Thirst or Surveillance. Yeah, we probably just have to start dealing damage. We don't need echoes in this matchup. Bloodletting, how many curses do we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 currently. This will be 5. So if we get Thirst, we hit our opponent for 5, 6 with the Wayfinder. So when it goes to 12, then we get, okay. I mean, I think this is just a 2-turn kill. So get the Curse of Thirst to start dealing damage. Finale. Yeah, let's make our opponent crack the Ratchet Bomb, I guess. Finale of Promise. Oh, actually, we don't have to pay life, do we? Finale of Promise with As Foretold. Actually, no, we do have to pay. Yeah, we do have to pay for it. We're casting something as mana. All right, so Finale of Promise or Commune. If our opponent wants to crack their Torment script, we're fine with it. Apparently not. All right, so cast Commune, take a Solitary Confinement, hit ya, down to 17. Opponent, oh, I forgot about the Cruel Reality too. We got a lot of damage here. Opponent, 12. Opponent, 7. I think we got this. Opponent needs something really good. I guess the way our opponent gets out of this is Ratchet Bomb away the Curse of Silence and cast All Is Dust. That would get us, even from this point. That would be very bad about it. Come on, just die. And opponent scoops it up. We got there. Resurgent Curses through the Graveyard Hate deck. That is not bad. So, Seal of Primordiums, in. That is our main tech here. Solitary Confinement, I guess we keep it. What can we cut? So Sterling Grove, I don't think our opponent's going to be targeting our stuff. We do need to be able to answer Graveyard Hate. That is the biggest concern at the moment. Although, I mean, we can potentially just cast Curse of Misfortunes. It's just a little slow. That is more or less how we were hoping this deck would work. Be able to fill the graveyard, reanimate the curses, and use them to win, and worked out there. Wow, that Overwhelming Splendor would have been so good. So what are we cutting is the real question. I think we can cut like a Commune with the Gods. We can't really cut combo pieces. All right, I guess it's Torment of Scarabs. I want to play as many curses as possible. I think Torment of Scarabs is the weakest of our curses. It is still a curse, and we just want to reanimate as many as possible, though. So it's still fine, but it is not... Oh, I think we keep this. We're going to need to draw land for this Aether Wayfinder. We are on the draw, though. All right, opponent keeping Power Plant and... Expedition Map. Opponent might be rolling into Tron this game. I'll tap land, go. Well, when Eldrazi Tron accidentally gets Tron, it's usually bad news. Cracks the map, gets Tron. Okay, so this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be super tough. Tower, sure. I mean, we basically have the equivalent of Tron. Satyr Wayfinder finds a land. Doesn't put into play, but it's similar. More or less the same. Satyr Wayfinder gets us a Verdant Catacombs. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Tron assembled accidentally. And what? Thought Not Seer. Bad for us. Probably takes Commune with the Gods, I assume. I don't even know. Maybe Curse of Thirst. Opponent doesn't have too many bad options here. They're all relatively effective. Our hand's just not doing a whole lot. All right, so opponent takes the Seal of Primordium, plays a Matter Reshaper. Okay, passes. Well, Verdant Catacombs, crack Verdant Catacombs. Swamp. Yeah, I mean, run out as foretold. This does give us some slight glimmer of hope where if this As Foretold sticks and is functional, we could draw Resurgent Belief and fill our graveyard, and who knows about it. Tron plus Cryptic Caves and something else brutal. Oh God. Well, when Eldrazi Tron gets Tron by accident, their deck is pretty good. All right, run it back. Yeah, I mean, not much you can do about that. Oh, we get to play first. I don't think we can keep that. All right, this will keep. Put Overwhelming Splendor to the bottom. I mean, we're gonna need top decks. Opponent's keeping 7 again. Ugh, not ideal. Tower, no. Oh no, twice in a row. Yeah, this is bad news that our opponent has free rolled Tron with Eldrazi draw twice in a row. I mean, the thing about drunken stumbling is you never know where you're gonna end up. Sometimes you drunkenly stumble exactly where you want to go, and our Eldrazi Tron opponent is drunkenly stumbling into Tron twice in a row. Normal Tron, they work really hard to set up Tron. Eldrazi Tron does not. They just do the drunken stumbling thing and hope for the best. And in this case, it's looking bad. Opponent untaps. Meh, another Tron land. Yeah. Opponent cracks as expedition map and gets a Tron land. Hooray. Well, what do we draw? As foretold, well, we will play Windswept Teeth, crack Windswept Teeth. Get a... Does anything we do matter? That is the question. Get the Forest. Run out as foretold. Pass the turn. I guess we hit him for 1. Yeah, I mean, our opponent just has 7 mana, though, so I assume we're dead. Opponent untaps. We got him in game 1, but opponent's just had the right cards this game. Urza's Mind, Drunken Stumbling Tron assembled. What are you doing with your 7 mana? Dear opponent. So our hope is our opponent can't do anything super good here with 7 cards in hand and 7 mana available on turn 3. But if they cannot do anything good here with 7 mana and 7 cards on turn 3, then there's a chance we glimpse the unthinkable and draw the Resurgent Belief, and we have a game. Reality Smasher. Okay, that's a good one. And wow, all right, opponent just overtaps. Well, this is it. We need to top deck Resurgent Belief right now this turn, I think, to have a shot. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. We haven't seen one yet. Resurgent Belief. Be good? Be good? Oh my god, it's Resurgent Belief. All right, well, here we go. 1, 2. Glimpse the unthinkable. Mill ourselves a ton. Resurgent Belief. Cast it. See what happens. Will it be enough? So that goes on you. 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 Go to combat, hit ya. We have successfully locked creatures out of the game. Is there a Ugin in All Is Dust? Those are the cards that beat us. Oh, this is like one of our best possible draws. Pass the turn. Okay. We will draw a few Magic the Gathering cards. Opponent, more Tron lands. Do you have it? Do you have it? That is the question. Creatures don't do anything. Planeswalkers do. Opponent tapping 8 mana. All right. Well, sure. Well, our deck did what it wanted to do. Unfortunately, Eldrazi Tron doing the stumble and it working out. That's brutal. That is brutal. Against the odds time, we are cursing in Modern this week, and we're gonna keep this. It is greedy. We're on the draw though. We have ways to fill the graveyard. If we hit our Satyr Wayfinder, it can find us lands, and then hopefully it mills over. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we. Oh, that's not a land. All right. So Verdant Catacombs go. So ideally we hit our lands and we just win with Finalia Promise. Opponent Cavern Zombie. Okay, we're gonna have to hit this land kind of quickly. Zombies are a good deck. We just played them for Mucha Brew, actually. And this looks similar to our deck. It's got the Dreadhorde Butchers. Ugh. All right, pass the turn. Tap deck a land. No. New plan. Discard Curse of Misfortunes. It is possible that we should not have kept the 1-lander. This hand just has so much of what we want if we hit a land that it's hard to pass up. Opponent goes to combat, hits us. Down to 17. And Carrion Feeder. And Undead Augur, sure. And we will scoop it up. Okay, now I'm gonna show our opponent what we're up to. Greedy keep, greedy punish. No changes. Our opponent doesn't know what we're doing, other than they saw a Curse of Misfortune. Hopefully they don't assume we're trying to Resurgent Belief it into play. And bring in a bunch of graveyard hate. With a decent draw, I think we can just race zombies. Like, that was a decent draw. We just need the land that we didn't find. Well, we get to play first. And I mean, this we're gonna keep. This hand's also pretty good. Verdant Catacombs. Go. So we're gonna need double red, and then we're gonna need Glimpse. Champion of the Perished. All right, so get this awkward. How are we gonna cast all this stuff? Now let's get Stomping Grounds tapped. Okay, another land is good. Windswept Teeth, crack Windswept Teeth. Get a Breeding Pool untapped. Satyr Wayfinder. Hopefully hit a land. All right, Overgrown Tomb. Okay, we got a Curse of Misfortunes in the graveyard. No Resurgent Belief yet. We need the Resurgent Belief. Either in hand or in the graveyard, doesn't matter. So next turn we can Glimpse. Cool, this is gonna be close. Are we going to be fast enough about it? Carrion Feeder. Grows a Champion. Gravecrawler, combo assembled. Opponent, gonna go attacking. I guess we get our chump value now. Well, Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. Down to scary 14. Glimpse the unthinkable ourselves. Please mill Resurgent Belief. I'm not seeing one. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. The old border got me. So, this actually, I think this might work. Dreadhorde Butcher. We'll see. We take a big beating. Misty. Crack Misty. Well, I think we just survived Stomping Grounds, untapped, Finale of Promise for the Resurgent Belief. Because we also get this solitary confinement. Oh no, we should have communed, shouldn't we? I mean, I don't think it really matters. But yeah, that would have gotten more curses. Boy, I'm gonna get yelled at this week. I was so excited that our deck was doing its thing. Mayhem Devil. We do know this deck list pretty well. This will go on you. This will go on you. This will also go on you. This will also go on you. And this also goes on you. Good lesson. When you make a punt, you do not continue to do the wrong thing. You do the right thing. We missed a Cruel Reality. Potentially, if we had cast that earlier. Opponent, Goblin Bombardment. I mean, thankfully, Solitary Confinement keeps us alive for a bit. Opponent, big attack. Doesn't really matter. Stay at 3. So that keeps us alive while we tutor out more curses. And hopefully those more curses will win us the game. Unfortunately, these counters mean we can't just hardlock creatures. All right, Curse of Misfortune. I think we got to go damage here. I think we got to go damage and just try to kill while the confinement's still out. So we will get a Curse of Bloodletting. We will get Curse of Thirst. We will discard As Foretold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can deal 16. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. I mean, I think this is enough. So we pass the turn. On our opponent's upkeep, Curse of Thirst, damage doubled by Curse of Bloodletting. Oh my, wow. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot how much I hated that card. Wow, that beats us. That is kind of insane. The hilarious thing here is if we had played the land in the Curse of Misfortunes, we would have hit our opponent for 2 more damage, and then Feed the Swarm would have been lethal. We are prioritizing keeping, wow. Yeah, all right, that does it. We were prioritizing keeping cards in hand for the solitary confinement. I guess we should have, we were prioritizing keeping cards in hand to keep the solitary confinement going, but I guess we should have went the opposite direction and just tried to deal as much damage and tried to play around Feed the Swarm. Wow, that's hilarious. That one curse we discarded to hand size let our opponent know we were playing enchantments, which let them bring in the Feed the Swarm. You can see how the information matters. Oh, well, there's good news. The Cruel Reality wouldn't have actually made a difference because our opponent has enough stuff to sack. Against the odds time, we are trying to curse in Modern, and this hand's just way too slow to do anything in Modern. Well, okay, this will keep. The bad news is we can't really cast anything of note at the moment. Mana, a bit wonky. Opponent, the Ozolith. Well, Wooded Foothills. Go. About it. Ink Moth Nexus. Steel Overseer. I'll crack this. Take a Breeding Pool tapped. Untap. Wow, there's a Resurgent Belief. Okay, Stomping Grounds tapped. Oh, do we live long enough? We need to get stuff in the graveyard. We need to draw black mana for this Glimpse. That's what we need. Fetch land, Glimpse, fill the graveyard, As Foretold, Resurgent Belief. Then we got a shot. Opponent, Hangerback Walker. The problem is this deck can deal a lot of damage. Grows the Hangerback, grows the Hangerback. Play the land, run out As Foretold. I mean, the slow way to do this is eventually get to the point where we can cast stuff with As Foretold. We really just need a fetch land, Ancient Stirrings. I mean, if we draw a fetch land, there's a chance we can do it this turn, which is, oh no, it's a Ravager. All right, well, we're gonna have to do this fast or we're gonna be dead. Like literally just straight up dead. Opponent grows the Ravager, grows the Hangerback Walker. I think we're literally dead next turn. Opponent hits us. All right, this is it. Come on, deck. Be good, be good. Let's draw that fetch land. As Foretold, Commune. We need a Miracle Commune. It's a Satyr Wayfinder. Only curse is cruel reality. So sack this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Oh, we were so close. I don't think cruel reality is enough though. I don't even know if we do it. Like bonus X hanger back and they still kill us. Yeah, we're not even gonna show our opponent anything else. We showed our opponent enough that they know to bring in graveyard hate, which probably not ideal. Well, Seal of Primordiums, X a million. Leyline of the Voids, X a million. Go down Curse of Silence, go down Torment of Scarabs, go down Curse of Echoes, go down a glimpse. What else can we cut? Maybe another Curse of Silence. Okay, let's go down all the glimpses. That's gonna make it a little hard to fill the graveyard, but we need the answers. Oh, the end was so close to what we wanted. So close. So we get to play first. We do our sideboard cards, which is nice. Leyline is good against our opponent's deck. So Leyline of the Void, Misty Rainforest, go. And we have the Seal of Primordium, which is also good. So we do have 2 sideboard cards. Leyline shuts down the Ravager shenanigans. Chalice on 0. Okay. Well, I mean, we have an answer to that. We will take a Breeding Pool tapped. Schwamp and Seal of Primordium. Go. I mean, worst case, we're only 1 land away from ramping into... Wow, are we just blowing that up? We might be. Ramping into the Curse of Misfortunes. Yeah, we might have to just blow up the Urza Saga, depending on what our opponent does. Arcbound Worker. Okay. And passes. Well, let's see what we draw. Satyr Wayfinder. As Foretold or Satyr Wayfinder? I mean, I guess we start the As Foretold ticking up. What did Foothills crack it? Mountain. As Foretold. Blow up the Saga, pass the turn. I mean, we're trying to do it the fair way at the moment, I think. I think our goal is hard casting, Curse of Misfortunes, Hardened Scales, okay. Do you have more to go with it? Ink Moth, a little scary. Opponent hits us. I'll take up As Foretold. Play Satyr Wayfinder. Would you like to give us a counter opponent? We would appreciate it. This really needs to hit a land of some kind. All right, we will take Temple Garden. Actually, do you take Mana Confluence? Let's take Mana Confluence. Let's Wooded Foothills, crack Wooded Foothills. Get the Forest, Commune, take Seal of Primordium. Pass the turn. Okay, so next turn we can curse Seal of Primordium. And this leaves us live to finding a Resurgent Belief. The question is probably going to be how many enchantment answers does our opponent have? We really would like the curse to stick around enough to tutor something up. Opponent. Blink, Moth, Nexus. Fires a Binky. Goes to combat. Well, Resurgent Belief is our best draw now. Opponent hits us. I guess we kill this. Opponent passes. We draw. Well, we take up As Foretold. We draw a land. Well, play Mana Confluence. Play Curse of Misfortunes. Hope that our opponent does not have an answer. Curse you. Doing it the old-fashioned way. First, Seal of Primordium off of As Foretold. All right. Hopefully the Curse of Misfortunes lives. If we can tutor like once or twice, life's gonna be good. Or we just draw Resurgent Belief. That's the other good possibility. What do you say, opponent? Come on, Curse. Hold. Llanowar Reborn. The Ozolith, sure. I mean, as long as our curse is living, I'm okay with this. Opponent hits us with a Blink Moth, that's fine. We untap, we get a curse, which will be... Can we get Curse of Surveillance? I think we can. It's greedy. You know what? We're gonna do it. Curse of Surveillance. Start on some cards. Play a Windswept Heath, pass the turn. All right, so we get to draw 2. I mean, I don't think we're dying this turn because we have the Seal of Primordium. And drawing cards hopefully finds us the Resurgent Belief. And if we find the Resurgent Belief, we should be in good shape. Yeah, we will draw the cards. Although first we're gonna crack this fetch just to thin the deck a bit. Get a Overgrown Tomb tapped. Draw 2. I do like all these Seal of Primordiums. They do not immediately win us the game, but they are very good answers to our opponent's deck. I feel like we're in decent shape. Another Llanowar Reborn. Arcbound Ravager. Sure. We do have to make sure we don't die. So opponent could do some grafting. Yeah. Make a big Ravager. I think we're still good though, because if our opponent tries to go all in on the Ink Moth, then we kill it. If we untap, we get to play 2 more Seal of Primordiums and tutor out another curse. Opponent passes. Well, okay, Curse of Misfortune. Snag a Curse of Death's Hold. Take up the As Foretold. Blow up the Ravager. Opponent can't turn on the Ink Moths or they just immediately die. Okay, I think the curses are getting there. Oh, opponent, you did not read Curse of Death's Hold. Sorry, friend. Sorry, friend. Got him! Yeah, I mean, people aren't used to playing against Curse of Deathhold, but it is not bad against creature lands. All right, it does get Ozolith counters. Oh, we will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leyline of the Void. Cast it naturally. Seal of Primordium with As Foretold. Seal of Primordium naturally. Play the tap land. Pass the turn. Curse of Surveillance. Give us some cards. Yes, please, we will take them. All right, there's the Resurgent Belief. Opponent passes. Urza's Saga. Oh, so we're probably gonna have to kill that. All right, we'll take up As Foretold. Curse of Misfortunes. Get us a Cruel. Actually, let's get Overwhelming Splendor. Take up As Foretold. The Overwhelming Splendor also just shuts down the Urza Saga. Okay, this is working. This is working. Are we done? We draw land. So what do we even get back? No curses. Now let's As Foretold to As Foretold. Play the land, pass the turn. Draw a few cards. We do need to get our finishing curses at some point because, there we go. Okay. They might not realize that they are actually locked here, or creatures are locked. Takes up the Saga because they lose all abilities in our 1/1s, plus they're going to get even -1. So we have creatures hard locked out of the game. Opponent more Sagas, that's fine. Opponent's passing. All right, so we untap. Tick up, Curse of Misfortunes, gets us Curse of Bloodletting. Take up the As Fortolds. Satyr Wayfinder, mill some cards. Get a land. Commune, mill some cards. Curse of Thirst with As Foretold. Resurgent Belief, get back the rest of the curses. This might be the one-shot kill, I think. Resurgent Belief with As Foretold. Oh, no. Okay, wait. We forgot about the Chalice. We can overcome this. That's fine. Finale of Promise. Let's try this one more time to make up for our punting with the Chalice not here. All right, now we can do it. There we go. All part of the plan. We just wanted to do a quick Chalice check, see if our opponent remembered their Chalice trigger. All right, Resurgent Belief. Get them all back. You. Hopefully this is enough curses for the one-shot kill. So we play the land, we pass the turn. Is it enough? Look at this board. This is the dream. We finally got the dream. Curse of Surveillance. Not going to draw cards this turn. Curse of Thirst, Cruel Reality. So opponent takes 5, then the Curse of Thirst is gonna deal a ridiculous amount because the damage is doubled from the Curse of Bloodletting. That's the kill. That's a combo kill. That's what we were trying to do. Ooh, 20. That was a full 20. We didn't even need the Cruel Reality. Ooh, okay. That was good. That was real good. I mean, that is what we're hoping to do with the deck. Leyline of the Void was key. Drawing all the Seal Primordiums also key. That bought us the time, but once we get going, the curses do offer an unbeatable amount of, I don't want to say unbeatable, because it's definitely beatable by removal and hate cards, but once we get going, it does kind of lock up the game pretty effectively. 2 Resurgent Beliefs. 1, yeah, we got to mulligan this. All right, this will keep. This comes with the Leyline. We'll put the Curse of Bloodletting to the bottom. Well, okay. We get to start with the Leyline again. We got the As Foretold. Leyline is really good against our opponent's deck. It does shut down their sacrifice synergies. Chalice on 0. Obnoxious, but okay. Blink Moth. Ozolith. Well, Overgrown Tomb tapped. Pass the turn. Come on, it would be so sweet to get this match win. Land and no Ravagers. Actually, Ravagers fine. Hanger back, sure. I mean, as long as a lane line sticks around, we're not in the worst of shape. Swamp and Satyr Wayfinder. Get a mountain, mill some stuff. Pendlehaven. Well, it does mean we can't block here. Opponent goes to combat, hits us, we take it. Do we shock ourselves to play As Foretold is a question now. Arcbound Worker. Opponent passes. Oh, I don't know if this is correct or not, but we're going to do it. Windswept Teeth, crack it. Breeding Pool, adapt. As Foretold, down to 15. All right, come on, curses. Come on, ways to blow up artifacts. About it. Yes, Pendlehaven's kind of an issue. If it wasn't for Pendlehaven, we could block and trade. But with the Pendlehaven, that doesn't work. All right, here comes a Blink Moth. So we're taking 4. Yeah. Opponent goes to combat. We drop to 11. Well, we don't have super long to start drawing good things. Opponent passes. Tick up As Foretold. Oh, more lands. Okay, As Foretold. Cast it. Windswept Teeth. Pass the turn. We need Curse of Deathhold. That's what we need more than anything. Curse of Deathhold is the best about it. Blank Moth. gonna hit us for 4. Time's running short. It's running short. Curse of Deathhold kind of just wins us the game, but it's only a 1 of. We have enough time that we could draw Curse of Misfortune still. We could draw Curse of Misfortune. Wow, leaving back the hanger back. Okay. There is enough time that we could draw Curse of Misfortune and still tutor stuff out. Well, crack this down to 8. It doesn't feel great, but we gotta do it. Get a red source, I guess, a tap. Curse of Deathhold, 1 out of 44. Take up, take up. We find, well, Seal of Primordium. We will cast it, play a mountain, pass the turn. Oh, well, we can use that to kill a thing. Huh. Opponent finds a land. The problem is killing a thing still puts counters on the Ozolith. Opponent, Blink Moth, goes to combat. Attacks, attacks, attacks. Well, we will block the hanger back. Drop to 6. Drop to 5. This is tough because of the possibility of drawing Resurgent Belief. Like, we do need to deal with the Chalice, but we also are in danger of just straight up dying. Oh, I think we got to do this. Our life total is just so low we have to. Okay, deck. Curse of Deathhold, 1 out of 43. Down to 7. Opponent passes. Take up, take up. Okay. Well, if there's any good news, we don't actually have a game-winning curse in the graveyard anyway, but we did top deck the Resurgent Belief, and the Chalice is still hanging around. Arc back. Arcbound Ravager. Opponent going to hit us. Well, this is it. We have to draw it this turn, or we're dead. Something this turn, or we're dead. Down to 3. I mean, we're dead either way. Yeah, let's thin the deck. Wooded Foothills, get the forest. All right, this is it. Top deck now or never. As foretold, we find Seal of Primordium. Okay, so we can, oh, this might give us a shot. We can cast Seal of Primordium. We can blow up Chalice of the Void. Oh, this doesn't, are we just short still? Resurgent Belief. Curse you. Pass the, oh, this still doesn't work, does it? Wow. It's still not gonna work. Oh no, if we didn't thin the deck, it might have. Okay. Oh, there's the Curse of Misfortune. I think we still die though. Ancient Stirrings. So we can kill the hanger back. The problem is the Pendelhaven. Like, the Pendelhaven's gonna win our opponent this game. That is the issue. The Pendelhaven can pump. We can kill 2 of the artifacts. Now that also, well, if they have the Welding Jar, that also does it. Yeah. So, I mean, we can kill the hanger back. Yeah, we're dead. We kill the Ravager, but they can pump the Worker and we take Xaxes. Opponent going to grow the hanger back walker. Doesn't actually do anything, but that's fine. Counters on the Ozolith. Wow. Oh, that was so close. I thought we were actually going to get it too. That was so close. Yeah, I mean, the Worker stands alone, and the Pendelhaven and the Ozolith get the job done. Wow. Oh, it's so close. Wow. Wow. Well, that was super close to being the win. We needed, like another turn. We found it a little bit too late, unfortunately. Wow. Well, interesting game at least. Against the odds time, it is curse time, and we're gonna keep this. This is kind of close to what we want. Stomping Ground tap, go. So we can communicate things in the graveyard. We just need to find Resurgent Belief. That is the next step. See what our opponent's up to. Passing? Wait. Oh. Discards Grizzlebrand. Well, Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Temple Garden untapped. Curse of Silence. Goryo's Vengeance. Go. Opponent, Darkslow Shores, and passes. Let's play the land and play as foretold. Go. This Curse of Silence is actually, I think, doing some work at the moment. We'll see about it. It seems like it's at least buying us time. Oh, come on, Resurgent Belief. Opponent's going to grief us, pitching an Obsidat. Okay, gets to take something. I don't know what they take here. Maybe Commune with the Gods? Taking the enchantments are kind of okay, because if the enchantments go in the graveyard, we're trying to get them there anyway to get them back with Resurgent Belief, so that wouldn't be the end of the world. All right, opponent ends up taking the Commune. The problem is our opponent will get to 4 mana eventually. Overgrown Tomb tapped. Pass the turn. All right, there's the land. Oh, okay, so we're dead. Prismatic Ending. Hasty Grizzlebrand, draw the deck. Well, Curse of Silence did stuff for a second. It did stuff for a second. It tried. About it up to 25. Draws and draws and draws. Okay, draws into a grief. Pitches cards, griefs, steals our Curse of Surveillance, I assume. Solitary Confinement, sure. Draws up to 15 cards. And what do you got about it? Gonna discard a bunch of cards to hand size, but the damage is theoretically done. Our opponent just drew half their deck and hit us to 10 and griefed us and should have the perfect hand for next turn. Yeah, we needed to keep the Grizzlebrand from happening, and it's gonna happen again next turn most likely. And we're gonna play Crystal Surveillance. We have more eyeballs than our opponent, but not much else. Land, sure. So opponent discards a bunch of lands into Obsidat. We play a Curse of Surveillance. Got him. Draws that card. Boom. What do we find? Satyr Wayfinder. Plains. And Goryo's Vengeance. On Lear to Goryo's Vengeance in Obsidat. Something like that. Yep. Goryo's Vengeance, Lear. So actually we're just dead. Actually 5, 8. Yeah, we're dead. That's Xaxes. So we can just cast the Goryo's Vengeance on the Obsidat. That's, yeah, lethal. And we will scoop it up. All right, so bad news is we got crushed. Good news is we have Leyline to the Void in the sideboard. We will bring in Leyline to the Void, and we will mulligan until we find one. We're going all the way. We're going every single bit of the way. So Curse of Echoes can go out in this one. Tormented Scarabs, probably not good enough. And let's go one Satyr Wayfinder. All right, run it like that. Run it like that. Let's see how far we get a mulligan to find a Leyline of the Void. That is the one and only plan. All right, so we're on the play. Is there a Leyline? No. So we will mulligan. Is there a Leyline? Yes, but no lands at all. So I think we still have to mulligan. No Leyline. Well, okay, Leyline in one land. That's as much as we can hope for. Curse to the bottom. Glimpse to the bottom. Glimpse to the bottom. All right, well, go Leyline in the Void. That's what we got. At least you can't reanimate a Grizzlebrand on turn 2. About it. Hollowed Fountain tapped. Can we draw land, please? If we draw land for Satyr Wayfinder, we got some shot. Verdant Catacombs, crack it. Breeding Pool, untapped. Satyr Wayfinder finds us. Stomping Grounds. All right, mill some enchantments. Well, if we never actually reanimate stuff, we got a shot. We will Wooded Foothills, crack it. Get a Overgrown Tomb, untapped. Go to combat, hit ya. Down to 19. Well, run out as foretold. Go. Faithful Mending. All right. Not as scary with Leyline out. Actually, not even very good at all with Leyline out. About it taps. So we need Resurgent Belief. That is next on our to-do list. Find a Resurgent Belief. Opponent Polluted Delta. Gets a swamp. Okay, gets rid of the as foretold. Well, tap land. Curse of Misfortune's not bad. Like, now if we draw another land, we can just play Curse of Misfortunes, and that would be pretty sweet. About it. Jace. Come on, land. Come on, land. Please. About it. Passing. Ugh. Okay, well, as foretold. We would have rather just drawn a land, but run out as foretold. Pass the turn. Our opponent's going to get to the point where they can just start hard casting stuff, which, we got to get this curse going. Opponent. Another Faithful Mending. Come on, deck. Opponent discards some cards. Land, cracks it, gets a swamp. Probably just hard casting Obsidat, I guess. Yeah, land, maybe. Tick up as foretold. Finale of Promise, yeah. Oh, now it's too slow. Yeah. Opponent. Oh, boy, that was close. With how this worked out, we need the land for the Curse of Misfortunes, and then we could have gotten things to stop the Obsidat, but it wasn't meant to be. Opponents churn through a lot of their deck here. Prismatic Ending. Yeah, now we're just dead. Even if we draw the land, we're still just dead because it takes a turn to tutor out the first enchantment or first curse. Two Curse of Misfortunes, not enough lands. Ouch. Against the odds time, we are trying to we're trying to curse our opponents in Modern, and we're gonna try this. What we really need is to draw some red mana. We can fill the graveyard. We got the Finale of Promise. Well, we'll see. Tap land. Go. See what our opponent's up to. So lands is what we want the most. Opponent. Arid Mesa passes. We find another Finale. All right. I'll play the island. Commune with the gods. Take Satyr Wayfinder. It's a good way to find a land. Curse of Misfortunes in the graveyard and Resurgent Belief. So if we can just find double red mana and our opponent does not have Graveyard Hate, we should be able to combo. Opponent cracks Arid Mesa. Snow-covered mountain. Oh, I kind of hope our opponent's playing Blood Moon. Getting Blood Moon would actually really fix our mana here. Opponent, Arid Mesa. Cracks it. Snow-covered mountain. Oh my goodness, they probably are playing Bloods. Oh, please, opponent, please. Please, please, please Blood Moon us. We will glimpse the unthinkable ourselves. Play a forest. Pass the turn. Come on, Blood Moon. Come on. Wow, we did not hit a single curse. In that mill 10. Very awkward. What are the chances? Opponent, mountain. Blood Moon? Blood Moon? Oh, pillage. Okay. That's worse. That's not a Blood Moon. Well, we will Satyr Wayfinder. Get a non-red source. Tap land. Go. Blood Moon? One time? Field of Ruin. Okay, that's actually kind of helpful. Take a swamp. Actually not that helpful. About it. More pillages. Well, Satyr Wayfinder. Go digging. Take a fetch land. Play the fetch land. Go to combat. Attack you. We need one more fetch. We need one more fetch land. Blood Moon doesn't help us as much anymore. About it. Solemn going to ramp. And opponent passes. Fetch land? No. The worst draw. Well, we will pass the turn. Oh, we are making this look super hard. I mean, I guess the land destruction is making it look super hard. Going to stomp a Satyr Wayfinder. Okay. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks for 2. We will take it. We don't want to crack the fetch now, because if we crack the fetch now, our opponent can blow up our red source. Another Solemn. I mean, I guess there's some risk that our opponent has Ugin. Land, 1 card in hand, runs out Bone Crusher. We have surprisingly few curses in our graveyard considering land. Okay, Verdant Catacombs, crack it. Well, here we go. See if it's enough. Stomping Grounds, untapped. What if Foothills, crack it. Stomping Grounds, untapped. Finale of Promise, or Resurgent Belief. All right, here comes the curses. Here comes the curses. Yes, we will cast it. This is surprisingly tame considering how much milling we did. We only have 21 cards in our deck, but we have not done the greatest job of milling curses. Thankfully, we have 2 Curse of Misfortunes, which is good. Hopefully, our opponent does not have Ugin as their last card, or we're gonna lose. Or I guess All is Dust. Good news is, red is not good at killing enchantments, so other than something like Ugin or Karn, we should be good. Opponent passes. Well, we will discard. Well, take up, discard. Curse of Misfortunes. Find us some goodies. We will take Overwhelming Splendor. We will take Curse of Deathhold. Lock the creatures. Discard Cruel Reality. Take up our As Foretold. Draw. Oh, we don't get to draw, that's right. So, cast Curse of Silence with As Foretold. I think we're doing it. I think we might be doing it. Boy, if we get Ugin again, I'm going to be so sad. We're going to name Ugin. Try to make it more expensive. Go to combat. Hit you for 1. About it. Stomps, sure. Well, pass the turn. About it. No All is Dust, no Ugin. Anything else is fine. Anything else. About it passes. Well, we will discard. Actually, we will curse first. Unfortunately, we have this Curse of Thirst in hand. We will get Curse of Bloodletting, Torment of Scarabs, sacrifice Solitary Confinement so we can start drawing cards, take up our As Foretold. Cast Sterling Grove and pass. Actually, let's not mill ourselves. Let's pass the turn. We could glimpse ourselves, but we're actually getting kind of low on cards. About it. Sacks of Mindstone. Field of Ruin. About it passes. Okay, take up, tutor. We gotta get down this Curse of Thirst at some point. Curse of Echoes. Can we even afford to get Curse of Surveillance? We're gonna draw too many cards. We really just need this Curse of Thirst. How many curses do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not gonna take it. I don't think we can afford to. We really just need to play this Curse of. We need 1 more land to play Curse of Thirst. I don't know if we have a fetchable land left in our deck. Crack it. We're gonna find out. No. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, we will pass the turn. Wow, if we end up losing from here, I'm going to be so incredibly sad. Opponent. We have the wrong curse in hand and we don't have enough lands in our deck. We milled so awkwardly this game. Pillage. We will copy that. Thank you, opponent. Sure. Yes, we will use Curse of Echoes. blow up a mountain. Well, this is going to make it harder for opponent to cast an Ugin. We're not going to have any lands, but I mean, I guess eventually 2 more turns in these As Foretold are going to let us start casting Curse. Opponent passes. We could also draw Resurgent Belief and just get back the curses from the graveyard, and that also gives us a faster clock. All right, so no more tutoring. We can't get the... we don't have enough cards to get Curse of Surveillance. Take up As Foretold, take up As Foretold. We need 1 turn with Curse of Thirst to win. Curse of Silence, well, we might as well cast it. Targeting you. Name. All is dust, just in case. Pass the... oh, actually, I am so ridiculous. All right, so, wow, there... oh my goodness, I'm gonna get so yelled at. There's a Resurgent Belief way up there. Too many cards in the graveyard. All right, Finale of Promise, Resurgent Belief. Cast it. Curse of Reality on you. Get back the Solitary Confinement. Pass the turn and a bonus. Okay, done. Done, done, done. It could have been faster. I'm probably gonna get yelled at. I blame the old border. It looks great, but it blends in with the old border fetch lands. Fetch lands fault. I blame the fetch lands, not us. So, opponent, land destruction. I guess we bring in Seal of Primordiums. Go down 1 Curse of Silence. Go down a Glimpse the Unthinkable. Go down the Torment of Scarabs, probably our worst curse. And go down, and 1 more Glimpse. Let's try it like that. Well, I mean, we got a plan. The best thing our deck can do is get down this As Foretold. Because if we can get down the As Foretold, then we can cast stuff, even through our lands being blown up. I mean, we saw the plan work. The plan does work when it's not disrupted. Ooh, 2 Resurgent Beliefs. Okay, we're gonna keep. Question's gonna be, how much Graveyard Hate does our opponent have? Graveyard Hate plus land destruction could be a problem. Grafdigger's Cage. Well, that's actually sort of fine. It does not stop enchantments from entering from the graveyard. Opponent untaps. So we can't cast... all right, we're gonna crack this. We're gonna get a Temple Garden tapped. We're gonna untap. Verdant Catacombs, crack it. Get a Stomping Grounds, untapped. Satyr Wayfinder. Get a Breeding Pool. Pass the turn. Curse of Misfortunes in the graveyard. I think what we do here is suspend a Resurgent Belief. Play a Breeding Pool tapped. Hit you for 1. Next turn, hopefully, we can Satyr Wayfinder into Commune with the Gods and fill the graveyard and then reanimate and win. Are we actually going to finally get the win? Opponent draws a land. Okay. Cracks it. Do they have land destruction? That would slow us down. Mindstone. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We untap. We got to fade Graveyard Hate for 1 more turn. We draw. Glimpse. Well, 1, 2. Satyr Wayfinder. Hopefully hit a land. We find the land. Wooded Foothills. Crack Wooded Foothills. Get a Overgrown Tube untapped. Glimpse the Unthinkable. Okay. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. We're actually suspending a free spell. Come on. No blowouts. No blowouts. Ah, the bow scoops it up. They know what's coming. We did it. Grafdigger's Cage, it stops us from finaleing, but it doesn't stop enchantments from entering the battlefield. So next turn, Resurgent Belief comes down, and we have Curse of Misfortunes, Curse of Bloodletting, Curse of Misfortunes, Curse of Surveillance, Seal of Primordium, and Cruel Realities. Basically, our best enchantments are all coming back to win the game, and that was a dream. That is what we wanted to see with this deck. We have come close in past matchups. The Eldrazi Tron matchup was the closest, where we almost got there, but our opponent, we actually did get there. We did what we wanted to do, but our opponent kept drawing Ugins to blow up our stuff. This time, we dodged the hate, we pulled off the plan, we reanimated the curses, and got the curse win. All right. Sweet. So what did we learn this week about Resurgent Curses in Modern? And record-wise, the deck wasn't very good. We only won 1 match, although we did win more games along the way. But the real story of this deck was just us getting blown out in the most ridiculous ways possible. Like, the deck did what we wanted it to do. Our plan worked. The plan of filling the graveyard, reanimating the curses, but it didn't always work good enough to win the game. We had so many examples of this. We played Eldrazi Tron, and our deck kind of had their nut draw. So we had so many curses on the battlefield really quickly, but our opponent kind of drunkenly stumbled into Ugins and exiled them all 2 games in a row after we won game 1 to win the match. We had the game against zombies where we had the lock set up. We were going to win in like 1 more turn, and our opponent drew a Feed the Swarm to kill our Solitary Confinement and get out from under the lock and win the game. We got blown out by Void Mirrors. We got blown out by Chalice of the Voids. We got blown out by Teferis. Like, there's a lot of things that can go wrong with this deck. And I think, even though the deck's powerful and it played really well and the plan is sweet and the plan worked, the biggest issue was people are just prepared for free spells right now because of Modern Horizons 2, putting Shardless Agent in the format, and Shardless Agent powering up things like Living End, powering up things like the Rhino Cascade deck. A lot of decks are playing even main deck Chalice of the Void, so we're picking up on a lot of fringe hate that's not targeted at Resurgent Curses by any means, but is targeted at other decks that use a somewhat similar plan of casting no mana cost spells. So we just picked up on so much hate along the way. The graveyard hate, the cascade hate, the free spell hate, like so many things were blowing us out along the way. Thankfully, the deck was still really cool, and the blowouts were actually like kind of funny. I think to some extent we probably got a little bit unlucky, like our Eldrazi Tron opponent having the Ugins twice in a row or whatever. That's probably just a little bit unfortunate, but at the same time, I also think the meta is just a little hostile to what we're trying to do. But the plan is hilarious when it works. We got to see the full-on curse combo where we just reanimate everything, one-shot kill our opponent on their next upkeep, and we can do that pretty quickly with the deck. So the plan worked. It's just not a great spot in the meta game where it's going to be a super competitive deck. But as far as a curse deck, I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. I had a lot of fun playing it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. Anyway, that has been Resurgent Curses. That has been our Against the Odds for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.